hear the expression, God, I wonder what these streets would say if they could talk. Sarasota Street Talk is making the streets talk, and we're recording what they're saying. So that, to me, that is what Sarasota Street Talk is all about.
Sarasota Street Talk is to introduce people of the surroundings.
We're literally right now, we're downtown Sarasota, and we hear people all around us telling different stories. Those are the streets talking.
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you for asking, my friend.
Good. It's a beautiful day here at the Farmers Market.
Yep, right down here on the corner of Lemon and Main here downtown Sarasota.
In front of Gator and Parker's Books.
In front of Gator Club and Parker's Books, who were gracious enough to allow us to do our shenanigans down here.
Yes.
My name is Mark Kleka. I am a realtor here downtown with Coldwell Banker. My partner in crime to my left, your right is?
My name is Scott Maloff, mortgage broker here in Sarasota at Summit Lending Solutions. And
together,
we are
Sarasota Street Talk. Yes,
Not
it gets
too bad.
better
We get
as we
better.
go, I think.
As the day goes on, we get waking up more, and we're all good.
So basically, the entire thing, it's about the people downtown, the people we run into, amazing. You know, not judging a book by its cover, being on the streets. You don't know who you're going to run into. Anybody's welcome to come here and sit down. And we do this every Saturday from when is it, Scotty?
10 to 1?
Yeah, 10 to 1.
So the farmers market starts at 7.
7 a.m.
We get rolling around 10.
Mm-hmm. And it's 365 days a year.
What we do is we welcome walk-up people just walking by, sitting down, tell us their story. And then we also schedule some guests. Today we've got 3 special people joining us.
Of which we had one just come by. It was great.
The director of the farmers market.
Fantastic guest now here with us now.
Yeah.
That I'm very excited to go ahead and have with us today. So if you would mind, please go introduce yourself.
And get right up on the mic.
Yeah, and you have to get right up on the mic. I'm sorry.
Good morning. First, I want to say I'm so grateful and honored to be here. And I'm Juliana Dennis. I'm the publisher of a new luxury publication magazine in Sarasota called Gulf Coast Magazine.
And where can that be found? Like, you're everywhere, right?
Can you hold one of those up?
And we got one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, she gave us one. Here's one for you.
Okay. There she goes.
There we go.
All right. And there you go.
Yes. So this is really a legacy of love for us. Very, very passionate. This is a family-owned business of which we all have put our heart and soul and consider this really a gift to Sarasota. And we are not broadly actually available to the public.
Oh, okay. So you got to be in the know. You got to be in the know. Okay.
However,
cool.
I certainly can guide you to where you will find them. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So perhaps I should start out with telling a little bit about the culture of the magazine.
There was question number 1 on my sheet. Okay. I have a feeling we're just...
She's going to tell us everything we need to know.
Yeah, we're going to be like, hey...
Which is great. This is why you're here. Yeah.
All right, please continue.
So I started living in Sarasota in June of 1978. I say earlier than most of the people that I talked to were born.
I'm with you. I'm 80. I'm an 80s kid. Yeah, 1980.
So then I had moved away and moved to D.C. and come to Tampa, and so very just delighted to be back, very much back in the love of my life, which is Sarasota.
Yes.
So we have tremendous respect for the other publications that are currently in Sarasota. Everyone does a phenomenal job. We saw that there was a need, really, a void in the market where we wanted to provide a luxury publication. Something very unique, something very special, and again, really a gift for Sarasota and a legacy that I can leave. So in doing that, we decided to change things up a little bit. And you see, from aesthetically, we wanted our advertising to be as beautiful as the editorial. So it's only, only full-page advertising.
Okay.
And also with the editorial content, we are not connected commercially. You know, there's a a saying in the industry, but we choose our editorial based on what we feel is completely relevant and aligned with our readers, totally independent from a commercial aspect. That's
Okay.
yes, that's the best way to put it. Yes.
And I see that are you seasonal? The seasonally
Se-
put out? 'Cause I see summer of 24 and then winter. And
So we are
every
actually
quarterly?
we are a quarterly
Quarterly?
publication,
Okay.
Okay.
four issues a year.
All right.
And we are really excited about the upcoming. We're very proud of our inaugural
love
issue.
this.
Definitely, we've had tremendous feedback. We're extremely excited about our October issue coming up. Lots of some surprises in there, and very, very excited about
Oh.
our October issue.
Well, I think being quarterly makes it unique, maybe from some of
Unto
the other
itself, yeah.
magazines. And, you know, it kind of, if people are enjoying the magazine, they're like, oh, I can't wait for the next one to come out, you know, in 3 months. Instead of, I'll see it next week or I'll see it next month, and then they kind of forget
Right,
about
yeah.
it.
That
So-
unto itself is pretty exclusive.
yeah.
I think, being quarterly.
Exactly, and we really are putting so much thought, passion, everything into the editorial content. Where it really, I said, now I do not want to do a monthly. We really want to take our time and really be able to produce articles. We want this magazine to be an experience for people.
Is this the first edition then?
This is our inaugural edition.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Yes.
summer
Wow, okay, we got you
2024.
good.
This is the
Yes.
first one. Yeah.
Okay.
So
there
when
you
when you open the magazine,
Okay,
there will
let's
be
do that.
nothing commercial jumping out at you. It is not a busy. It's aesthetically beautiful. That is our goal.
I like the full page.
Thank
the
you.
full
Yes.
page ads. Yeah.
So we really want this to be an experience for people that they can really take a break from their busy lives with everything, just so many stimulus screaming at them, to take a break, to take a breath, and to really sit down and read the magazine like what we did many years ago. You know, so we want to again offer an experience for people.
Okay, so I think back to the beginning, and I'm sorry if
No.
I missed it. Where can they find them?
Okay.
And no, I'm just because
Yeah, I'm excited
This
about
is
it.
the first
Yeah.
one out, right? So literally,
Can
this
we
is
have
hot off the
one?
presses.
Can we have this one?
Oh,
Can we-
excuse me?
Can we have this one?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
so currently, you know, we are looking at a subscription basis because we've had so many people say, oh, we want to subscribe, we want
Right.
to subscribe, and currently we don't have that in place, but that's something we definitely are looking at.
Which makes perfect sense, right? I
Yes,
mean,
yeah.
especially once a quarter. Everybody's like, oh, I'll be getting that in the mail once a quarter.
Exactly. And so we are positioned to reach the top 5% income earners in Sarasota. This is a true luxury publication. So
And
we
everything about it screams luxury.
yeah, thank you.
It does.
Thank
It really
you.
does.
So
Oh God,
look.
yeah. Look at the
and
press.
you have to
the
feel
paper
you have
stock,
to
the-
feel the top the
Yeah.
the cover is
matte
that
yeah.
the soft finish.
Yeah.
Oh, look in the title with
Yep.
the gold leafing on the top.
Yep.
Yeah. So we are a direct mail, targeted direct mail to specific households through marketing data. So
Okay.
direct mail, and then in the
oh, I'm
go-
sorry. I'm
that's
sorry.
all right.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
in addition to that, a large part of our distribution, about 40% actually, is to targeted businesses that have the clientele that align with our readers, right?
Right.
From all luxury car dealers, to, you know, two of our favorite partners are, you know, Lamborghini, Porsche, but we're going to be in Mercedes, we're going to be in BMW, all the luxury car dealers, wealth management firms, and if any wealth management firms are listening and
Yeah.
they would love to have this for their guests, please contact us, as well as you know, plastic surgeons, cosmetic dentists,
Realtors.
realtors.
Any realtors?
Luxury
or,
realtor.
mortgage
Realtors,
brokers? or-
absolutely.
Okay.
So you get the idea. So definitely we are distribution on targeted. So one thing that's really quite unique about it, two things actually that really position us, is that we are very, very, very focused on philanthropy and nonprofits. So every
There we go,
issue
Scotty.
in the back of our the very inside back cover is our community article, where we will feature a nonprofit. In our inaugural issue, we chose the Lakewood Ranch Humane Society, and every issue will have a different nonprofit.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, and that hits home pretty much to Scott as well. He works a lot with. He's an influence here with the nonprofits in the area. So that's
very cool.
Pretty,
Yes.
Of interest to you. So I have a question then too.
Yes.
So as far as the content and the editorial, is it a challenge to keep it? I don't say neutral is not the right word, but I mean I know it's make an opinion one way or the other, whether it's political, whether it's this, whether it's that. Is that a challenge? Do you take a stance on one or the other, or is it? You know what I'm trying to say?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to stay neutral because
that is a great question.
Here we do, and then people come on with Sarasota Street Talk, and
Yes.
we say, can we talk about anything? And I'll be like, we'd love to talk some politics, we'd love to, but time and a place. This is more general,
So we're not the type of magazine that's going to be writing articles that will be perception in one way of thinking or the other. It's definitely more neutral. Like we did a beautiful that you're right there. I love that article. Every issue we are doing a historical piece. And we opened it with John Ringling, right? We would not have Sarasota without John Ringling.
John who? Yeah.
So, and then we have a beautiful boating article of, again, very, very non-commercial, of different marinas and islands and secret places almost that you will find all the way up the Gulf Coast. Then we have our rebirth of an icon, our article on Bath and Racket, where my son, who is now my boss,
okay, that's interesting.
I sent him to tennis lessons there, and it's so exciting to see the rebirth, truly, of Bath and Racket. So we also heavily like to write on people and our advertising partners who are involved, who have a philanthropic arm. So we did one article on Motorworks Brewing.
I saw that.
Motorworks.
Yeah.
And you noticed
Mark's wedding was there.
My wife and I got married there.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, it was. And one wouldn't think, but the beer garden there is beautiful, and
Yes.
they made it out to be spectacular, and it was just. And
we
Twinkle played. It was great. Good stuff.
We fell in love with Motorwork Brewing for two reasons. One is their standard of excellence. Anyone that we write about, any advertising partner, has to prove their standard of excellence in their product and service. Not only that, standard of excellence of how they treat their customers and how they treat their employees, and if they have a philanthropic arm. So we're very selective. So with Motorworks, they are not an advertising partner. We wanted to highlight them because they do it right.
Yeah.
They have Yappy Hour every third Sunday, I believe, where they bring in animal shelters to get adopted. So we just wanted to celebrate them, and that is our mission, is celebrating the people, places of the Gulf Coast that are inspiring.
Very active. And actually, I think that kind of leads me into my next question then. So if somebody wanted to get into the magazine,
Right.
like how would one go about doing that? Would they contact you? Is there obviously a form they fill out? Why do you feel like you should be part of it?
Yes.
And there's a
So
process, right?
I greatly appreciate that question because it's really quite unique in our magazine, quite frankly. And one thing is,
it's got to be a challenge getting content.
It is.
Right,
I
yeah.
publish my phone number. My phone number is 727-430-2683. I know it's a Clearwater number. It's something I've had.
I was gonna say that.
I've had for 40 years when I went from Clearwater to Sarasota to Clearwater. But so that's how the best way to reach me by text.
Okay.
But anyways, you can only get into the magazine. Well, there's three ways actually. To be invited into the magazine, to be referred into the magazine, or if you haven't been invited, haven't been referred, certainly contact us and then we will set up an appointment. So we are very selective. We call them advertising partners because we truly, truly partner with them on a much larger scale than just the magazine. But again, we want to make sure that that you are delivering standard of excellence, product and service, how you're treating your employees, your reputation in the community, and do you have a philanthropic arm? Because that is really the culture of our magazine, is reaching back into the community. And then, so I would love to meet people, interview people, and also we have their exclusivities. So we are only going to be putting. It depends upon the industry. Let's say brokerage houses, real estate. Only 2 in our magazine.
Right.
So that's why we are welcoming early adapters, because we'll be signing contracts, and then you won't be able to get into the magazine.
Yeah, I noticed one is Caldwell Banker.
Yeah, but
So happened to be.
no, but and then back to philanthropy.
Yes.
It's Sarasota's unbelievable when it
Oh,
comes
it's
to that.
the city of philanthropy.
The gal earlier, 20-year-old girl who, gives to the homeless, collects things for the homeless.
It really
and just
is.
everybody,
yes.
no matter what they do in this city, whether they're 50 years old and they're an executive somewhere, or a 20-year-old girl who's the marketing director here.
Megan's a great example.
Yeah, I mean,
Megan, who
it's
does,
everywhere.
She told me, like on the economic club cruise that we took, or that thing we did the other day or other month. She does homes. She buys homes.
Okay.
So the people
Hearts
come
to
in.
homes.
Oh, that's
and,
wonderful.
And they're like 2 or 3 or 4 in a home, and they have to follow certain rules and expectations
To get
and all
themselves
this,
back
and they get
on
to
their
live in this
feet.
house. And she buys these homes. She got a cash donation for $400,000
Right, they
to
just
buy
bought
a
their
house.
11th
That's
home.
phenomenal.
11th home.
But like again, what you do
yeah.
is just awesome.
That might be
You-
something she may want to
you're
talk
not,
about.
You're not just doing it for a living.
No,
you're doing
no.
it to give back.
Trust me, this is, if you can tell from the wrinkles here, and this is my last rodeo, if you will, for a career. And there were other things that I could be, if I was focused on this is a vehicle to make money, I could be doing a lot of other
Right.
things
Yeah.
that did not entail this tremendous amount of work that
It's
it
got to be a
takes.
labor
Yeah.
of love.
Yeah.
This is a true labor of love, and really, I'm looking at this as a gift for Sarasota, quite frankly, and also for being that it's a family business, something that I can leave to my grandsons.
So did you?
That's awesome.
So obviously, this being the first edition,
Yes.
when did you start saying, "Hey, we're going to do this"? This year, like had to be probably the beginning of the year, right, or 8 months ago or something.
Exactly. It was actually. This was not my idea. I give the glory to God. This was God's idea. I was doing something completely. I have another past career. We don't need to go into that right now. Maybe another day.
Right.
It's another
But,
podcast.
so this, I did not have this on my radar, and this developed from a conversation from my son and I. And by the way, I have been in publishing before. I brought Gulf Shore Life magazine, which I have tremendous respect for. I brought that to Sarasota in 1990, and then I had moved to Tampa. So it was just a discussion of looking at Sarasota, from our. He was born and raised here, of course, and so we saw the void, we saw the niche, and then within a 5-minute conversation, I just totally blossomed. He says, "I have not heard you speak like this ever about anything that we had wanted to do together." And this literally was born in a 5-minute conversation, and the rest is history.
Right.
From
And I
there.
imagine
Take legs of itself on its own, right?
and I imagine the first one is a little bit tougher to get out, right? So
Yes.
this one probably took you, 6 to 8 months.
And it's going to morph.
The next
Yes.
one is already ready, right?
Yeah.
It's going to
And
come
yeah,
out in
morph into
October.
something else.
So,
and
and yes, the
a fall.
October issue is
Yeah.
going to be, and we are really, and I want to do a shout out for the new nonprofit Women in Philanthropy. We are working very, very closely with them, and their soiree is November 9th, and you definitely want to be at that soiree of Women in
Okay.
Philanthropy. And so the magazine is really going to be focused on that, where we're highlighting. I don't want to let all the secrets out
Right.
now,
No.
but it's really going to be
You heard it here
focused
first.
definitely on the nonprofits, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, we actually talked to a lot of people and throw suggestions your way. I mean, obviously just suggestions for stories or things or.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
something
You know,
that might
we
come
have
up,
thick
yeah.
skins, so if you look at them and go sucks, maybe, fine. But
So
there's a lot going on. here.
One thing I want to do, I think this might be a little unique. So again, in order to be an advertising partner, you can be invited or referred, or again, call me up and we'll have a chat. But for referrals, so we have a referral program. If just anyone says, oh, I know someone that should be in the magazine, and you contact us and you refer us, you get me an appointment, you are going to be getting a gift certificate anywhere from $100 to $250. Gifts at here are our current partners is Michael's on East,
Well, I'm hungry.
Ritz-Carlton Spa, St. Regis Spa,
Muscles
and,
hurt.
and Spa Hollywood. Those are our current referral partners,
Okay.
of which you can choose gift certificates to.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll get a
Yes.
nice
So,
massage and a
we gotta
meal.
refer,
You know, so I can think of a couple of people. Okay. So I did have another question. So for others, and I kind of come from an advertising, web, and print background as well. For others who want to get into this, the same thing.
Yes.
What would you recommend they do? What's the path that you would recommend
The
they
path,
follow
literally,
to do what you're doing?
the path to be able to be an advertising partner, literally the fastest track is to literally text me. Do not call me, because I have a system on my phone that will send you to voicemail if you're not a contact. So I text me 727-430-2683. And then we set up, I sent you my Calendly link. We set up an appointment for an interview. And now I will say, so we are Madison Publishing, if I may jump in on this. Gulf Coast Magazine is our luxury publication. We're very excited to announce we are launching a new magazine September 1st. Completely on the antithesis of Gulf Coast. It's called Big Deals Magazine.
Okay.
And it is
That intrigues me. The name intrigues me.
So it's from the one end of the spectrum to the other. So it is a tremendous opportunity for perhaps a small business or brick and mortar business where it's 5,000 homes in one zip code. So highly targeted marketing. With my coupon code Juliana, they save $100 a month. For $199 a month, they can reach 5,000 homes,
Wow.
which is 4 cents a home.
Yeah.
So we are more than just we are a publishing company,
Sure.
and so that is launching September 1st.
Okay, and if we can definitely stay in touch offline, and because I think there's a lot we could help each other with down the road,
Yeah.
vice versa,
Looking forward. That's what we
I mean,
do.
obviously you don't need our help. You got a fantastic publication, but in
We're
some
all about
capacity.
collaboration.
Yeah,
That's what,
as are
so we leverage our relationships for people far beyond the ad and the magazine, and we love new up and coming brands and supporting them again outside of just an advertising. It goes much deeper than that.
Super.
I am so excited for this magazine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thank
This
you.
is
Yeah.
this is fantastic. I think from when you gave it to me, like when I first touched it, to flipping the
And
pages,
flipping through it,
to
there's a lot of good content.
and you don't really know like there's something different about it, and then you notice when you mentioned one-page ads and not
Yes.
half-page, and it's just
Yeah, we wanted
Quality all the way
only
through.
one full page ads. We wanted them to be as aesthetically beautiful as the editorial.
Right.
all right.
So thank you for
Yeah.
recognizing the labor of love that we are putting into this magazine.
No, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
thank
effort
you for
went into
coming on
this.
here, yes.
And thank you so much for coming on and to talk to us.
And
And
before you go,
you are the bad guy. in
it's
this
my
capacity.
turn to be a bad guy.
Yep.
Put you on the hot
Yep.
seat.
We ask everybody
Not really a
the
hot
same
seat.
question at the end of the show, and it's kind of embarrassing.
No,
but
it's fine.
but he's gonna have to
as
be the
long
bad
as
guy
she's
to
not
ask
as long as she's not in the that industry, it's okay.
right now,
Yeah.
we
So,
build,
anyways, two
build
downtown
it-
restaurants, two favorites.
Two favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So this is you getting to plug your two favorite restaurants.
yeah, so this is
this might run into some of her advertising.
No, maybe. Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anybody in there. But go ahead.
Yeah, Boca State
I didn't
Street,
ask her
and,
her favorite car dealerships.
Yeah, that would definitely run into some. Yeah, some bumps.
I will be very vocal about that actually.
Well, we get
But
Right.
so two restaurants. So again, everything I do is authentic and it's not tied to anything commercial.
Right.
I will say that is my personality. That's just the way it is. So two of my favorite restaurants would be, without a doubt, Patrick's. I adore Patrick's. I did a shout out for them. I adore their food. I adore.
They had a nice little party last night there.
Yeah,
Yep.
wonderful
White
Saw
party
Juliana,
last
yeah.
night. And I think Chris is, I don't know if he's the manager, but anyways, I love the way that they treat
Chris King, yeah, he's the general manager.
general
He's been on her, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Sully
love the
builder.
way they treat people. I love their food. I love the ambiance. So I am a huge Patrick's,
Okay.
right? And then this is going back to 1978. So we lived on St. Armand's 1978, and this is my mother's. I moved to Florida because of my mother and father to Sarasota, and so she loved Cafe La Rope. And so that will always be in my heart, Cafe La Rope. And that recently was where Women in Philanthropy just announced the honorees for their upcoming soiree.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we were there last week.
Oh,
Teresa and I
Teresa,
had a
yeah.
great meal.
So
It's
without
fantastic.
a doubt, I would have to shout out definitely Patrick's and Cafe La Rope.
Two
Awesome.
excellent
Good
choices.
choices.
Yes.
All right. Well,
All right,
thank
well,
you
thank
so
you.
much
Good
for
to see
coming
you.
on.
Thank you so much.
Muster around that mic. So we wanna- Great to see you.
Thank you so much.
And like we say to everybody too, when the seat's open, please sit
Yeah,
down.
If you ever walk down here and nobody's sitting there, just come sit.
Just come.
You don't need an invitation.
Just own
You'll-
that seat, own that mic.
It's an
take
open
it.
invitation.
Open invitation.
You'll see me again.
Good. Good.
Awesome. All
Thanks
All
right.
so
right.
much.
Thank you, Juliana.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All
All right, that was
More
cool.
great informative stuff. And
Look,
this,
so look
this
this
is
thing. This
exciting.
thing is amazing.
I'm looking forward to this.
So you look all this right here. This is all. I mean, you just tell by just looking at it, flipping through it. This is going to cause
This
a
is
stir.
gonna be- yeah.
That's gonna. I mean, this is.
Definitely.
There's nothing. I mean, yeah, of course, you got SRQ, you got Sarasota, but they're all totally different,
Different,
niches. They're
right?
different. This is totally different.
I'm guessing.
All right.
I'm guessing there won't be a Sarasota Street Talk article in here at any time.
Huh? No, I don't
It's
know.
a little
we're,
bit.
We're pretty
I
on
don't know.
in.
We're gonna have to
We're
start
gonna-
putting suits on.
We might have to wear suits and kind of dress this thing up a little bit. But you know what?
No,
anyway,
we're
any way we
good.
can help,
It's
we're
all
happy to
good.
help.
No.
So, all
It's
right.
fun. All right, we're gonna take
That
a
was
quick
fun.
break.
All right, quick break.
Stretch
and we'll
the
be
legs,
back.
and we'll be back with our mayor.
All right, everybody.
All right,
And
make three
everybody?
words.
What?
3 words. Make good choices.
Make good choice, everybody.
All right, see you
All
in a
right,
minute.
bye.